Okay, that's good enough. All right, so here's the way the pay plan works, and this is brilliant. And I've never, Kevin and I have been in various pay plans over the years, but I have never seen a pay plan that's designed this way. So the way you want to look at it, first of all, if you're brand new, just for clarification, you earn 100% commissions. So let's just probably just for ease, I guess, let's see if I can do it this way. We have the basic package here for $25, right? We have the $100 package. That's the inner circle. We have the $500 package, right? And then that's the Costa Rica intensive. And then, of course, we've got it's $997 commission. And I'll just call it $1,000 tonight, just to be easy. All right, so here's how this works. Let me get my microphone out of the way. Can you still hear me okay, Kevin, if I put that over there?
And Josh, does this sound better with the headset on?
Yeah, that sounds good, Kevin.
Okay.
All right, so guys, here's how it works. A lot of times the confusion comes from what number of a person it is. Like the person I told you this weekend who was saying, hey, Tony, I had my third sign up and they bought basic and inner circle, but the inner circle went to you. How does that work? Because I thought I kept the third one. And it's a valid question, and I think if I can explain this properly tonight, some of you guys may not sleep very good because you're going to get really, really excited at how this pay plan operates. So here's how it works. We know the pass-ups, the way they work, is you pass up the second, the fourth, the sixth, and then every fifth one after that. So that'd be number 5. Let's see. That would be number 11. After number 6 goes number 11. Then you're going to pass out number 16, then 21, 26, 31, 36, 41, 46, and so on. Okay? So if you have questions about that much of it, then certainly let me know. Type it in the Facebook group or type it into chat. And Kevin, if you can keep an eye on the Facebook group maybe, for questions while we're doing this, that would be helpful. All right, but here's what you got to get. The pay plan, the way it works is it's based on which sale, not which enrollment. So you got to get that a person who comes in, they may be your third sale at one product, but they may be your fourth sale at another one, or a second, or whatever. Okay. So over here on the side, let's just say that Bob comes in and he buys the $25 package. Okay, so if you're brand new in Empower Network, that $25 goes to you. You don't have to split that up. You don't have $5 going to one person and $5 going to another. You don't have, okay, you make $5 and 20 of it goes to the company or anything like that. You keep the whole $25. Okay. Now let's say you keep moving along. Now your second sale that comes in, let's say is Jessica. Okay. Now, Jessica, since she is the second sale, Jessica is going to get passed up to your sponsor. Okay, so I'm going to circle those. The ones that are circled, you'll see that is a pass up. You don't collect the $25 on that one. And then you got number 3 that comes in. Somebody signs up Tanner. Tanner the planner. Okay. Well, that one's number 3, so you're going to get that one. That one also comes to you. Number 4, somebody signs up Melissa. Well, sale number 4 is a pass-up. You remember you pass up number 2, number 4, number 6, and then every fifth one thereafter. But here's where things get interesting. When Jessica here, she signs up with you, and you don't earn the $25 on it because she's your second sale at basic. But when Jessica purchases her inner circle, I'm going to put her name again here to indicate that she's also now bought the inner circle product. You do get the $100 because she is actually, let's see, Jessica, she actually doesn't go there. She goes here. She's your first inner circle sale. You guys see how that works? She's your second basic, so you don't get the $25. That goes to your sponsor. but she's your first inner circle sale. So you're going to collect the $100 on Jessica buying the inner circle. And when Jessica buys the Costa Rica, I can't spell my wife's name. She's sale number 1 for you at the Costa Rica. You get the $500. Okay. Now let's say that's all Jessica buys. Okay. Tanner, though, he wants to get the inner circle as well. So let's put his name on the list. Well, Tanner is number 2. So Tanner will be a pass-up. You will not earn the $100 on Tanner because he's the second sale. And you always pass up your second sale of whichever product. Okay? And let's say that Melissa comes in. Now check this out. Melissa comes in and she's going to get her inner circle. Okay? So you're going to keep that one. She's sale number 3 at the inner circle. You passed her up at the basic level because she was number 4. Remember, you pass up 2, 4, 6, and then every 5th. So you passed her up at basic. But on your inner circle column, she lands at number 3. You keep the $100. And it's not just a one-time $100. You keep the $100 every month. All right, well, Melissa's a big thinker. So let's say that Melissa now is going to purchase her Costa Rica. Well, Melissa is going to land in the number 2 position there. That's a pass-up. Okay, so you kept the first Costa Rica, which was Jessica. The second Costa Rica that you make lands in position number 2. And remember, position 2 is always a pass-up. It's 2, 4, 6, and then every 5th, right? So Melissa's a pass-up. But Melissa also decides to get her 15K formula. Oops, wrote her in the wrong spot. She's going to be your very first sale at the 15K formula. And that puts her in the number 1 position for that product. You keep the $1,000. So that's how it works from your point of view. Okay? Now I'm going to draw this out again in a minute in just a little bit of a different way so you can see how this starts to work in your favor. But does that make sense? Can we look on the Facebook group and see if does anybody have a question about this? Because it's not about the fact that Jessica was your second sale. Yeah, you may have passed her up at basic, but she could easily be sale number 1 for some other products, and you still make the money on that. Okay? Same thing with Melissa. She was a pass-up at basic. You keep the inner circle. She was a pass-up at the Costa Rica, but you keep the 15K formula.
Here's a question, Tony.
Okay.
Lisa is asking, Tony, does the pass-up always get the $100 each month, for example?
Good question. So it's not yes. The short answer is yes. When you pass, like Tanner here got passed up at the inner circle level, so Tanner will always be on your sponsor's inner circle. We used to call it a register, which is basically just a chronological list of orders. But if you pass Tanner to your sponsor, then your sponsor is going to earn the $100 at the moment the sale is made, but they're also going to earn the $100 every month thereafter. So these pass-ups can be very, very lucrative. Okay, we're going to draw it out that way in just a second. But I wanted to draw it first from a first-person perspective so you'd understand what's happening in your business. So that, now, here's how it happens. Let's kind of make a little wiggle line here to indicate a lot of time passing. And let's say you're down here at sale number 205, which that may seem like a big number, but trust me, you're going to hit 200 people in your team fairly quickly, okay? Here comes Maureen. Hey, Maureen, how are you, girl?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
Perfectly. You sound like you're next door. How are you?
I'm great.
Good.
It's good to put my webcam on.
It's good to put a face and a voice with a name.
Yes.
All right, so let's say you do sale number 205 and say her name is Maureen. Well, Maureen is in a
206.
Let's make it 206. It doesn't after you get through 2, 4, and 6 pass ups, and then you get to every 5th one. It's really easy to remember. You're always going to pass up 31, 36, 41, 46, 51, 56, 61, 66. So if the sale that you're making ends in a 1 or a 6, it's going to be a pass up. So, like, I just passed up Mike Butler, by the way, is all in. He just got all in. He signed up last night. He went all in today. Like, he will, and I'll have to look, but he was a pass up at the Costa Rica level. So Mike actually, let's use Mike's name here for just a second. Mike, say he's actually sale number probably 506 for me or something like that. So here's Mike at the basic level is a pass up. I did not make $25 on Mike's purchases. However, Mike did get the inner circle and I made 500. I passed up Mike at the Costa Rica. So his $500 actually went to David Wood, and then he purchased his 15K formula today, so I made $1,000 there. So what will happen is after you get all 4 products going and you've got a lot of activity going in your team, and you got people getting started every day, you're just gonna see this thing. It's gonna look like 4 different tickers. You know, 4 different. If you picture those cash register receipts, remember, you go to the grocery store, they still have them, the big long receipt. Just picture that every time somebody buys something, there's 4 different cash registers, right? And when they buy from your basic, when they buy basic from you, that's coming in on your $25 cash register. And you got an inner circle cash register, a Costa Rica, and a 15K formula. So whenever somebody buys something, if they land in position 2, 4, 6, or anything ending with a 1 or a 6, like 106, you know, or 121, they're going to be a pass up for that product. But you can still earn lots of money on that person purchasing other products depending on what position they're going to land in. So like in Mike's case, say he was sale number 506 for me at the basic level, he's going to pay us $25 every month to David Wood and David Sharp because they're my sponsors. So I will never earn $25 commissions on Mike. And here's where we're going next. In just a second, we're going to stop and answer some questions. But I want to also show you how Mike Butler, because he's a pass up to David, when he passes up his 2nd, 4th, 6th, and every 5th, they will also go to David. Okay? Now he bought Inner Circle, which I kept. So Mike can go out and bring in 10 people, and let's say if 6 of them buy Inner Circle, well, I'll get the 2nd, 4th, and the 6th one, and he'll get the 1st, 3rd, and 5th one. Right? So it's a pretty good deal. The way it works, so there's 4 different cash registers, and when somebody buys a product, who they roll up to depends on what number they are on the transaction sheet. Does that analogy make sense? Does that help you guys?
Lisa says yes.
Lisa says yes. Lisa rocks. Cool. Any other questions real quickly? Let me see if I can do, I have like 3 things going at once here. Let's see if I can operate a whiteboard.
Maureen, did you just click a link to get in here? How did you get in? There's 50 people asking me how to get in, and you did it.
The link that was posted in the last link that was posted in the comments section with the Google Hangouts link, that worked for me.
Okay.
I could actually see you guys before, but I couldn't actually come in.
Yeah.
I was watching.
So did that work for you to just go to plus.google.com/hangouts and then just find my name on there?
Yeah, actually, it's under both your names. So it's sort of like a double Hangout list, and then I clicked on it and it said, you're about to join, I agree to, whatever the rules were, and then it let me in.
Good. Okay, good. So if anybody else wants to join us on camera, just go to like there's 2 ways to do it. You can go to plus.google.com/hangouts, and you should see a hangout there called Tony's Empower Network Team Hangout or whatever.
Right.
Probably has a picture of me or Kevin or Maureen next to it. Okay, you can do it that way. Or if we're not connected on Google, then just go to plus.google.com and do a search for my email address, which is tony@tonyrush.com, and that should take you to my profile page where you'll see a button there that says I've started a Hangout, and you can just hit the button to join the Hangout. Cool. But any questions on the pay plan? Does anybody get that?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, very cool. Let me show it to you from a slightly different angle, and I've never actually drawn it this way before, so I'm not going to promise you that this is going to be the most efficient explanation, but let me see if I can draw it this way.
Hey, look at that. I think Rhonda Cosio figured out how to get on here.
Right on.
Well, where'd she go? I heard the ding.
I heard the ding. She was here, then she left. She's probably coming back.
She said, "Oh my gosh, I figured it out."
So let's do it this way. I'm gonna put the word sponsor. This may be kind of little, okay? This may be little. Let me see if I can draw it a little bit bigger. There we go. All right, here's sponsor. And I'm going to hit mute. I think we've got a little bit of background noise. So I'm going to hit mute there real quick. Can you guys still hear me? Kevin, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good. All right, so put you in this scenario, okay? This is you guys. All right, and we're going to draw it out this way. I'm going to give you, let's just do 10 across. I feel like I'm doing an Amway presentation, Kevin. I'm going to start drawing circles on whiteboards here. Okay.
You have any napkins on your desk there?
Trying to count. I can't count and talk at the same time.
Oh, sorry.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I have a blue wipey thing. All right, so here is, let's say then this is your business, and this is your business after whatever length of time, okay? And the way these look, obviously, let me number them. This is just your first 10 people getting started, okay? And I wish I had different color markers to do this, but let me show you how this works. Under the U section, if you bring in 10 people, okay, let me make sure I don't have a glare. All right, 10 people, and I'm going to put squares around the pass-ups, okay? All right, so at the $25 level, in this scenario, you're going to keep sale number 1, number 3, number 5, number 7, 8, 9, and 10. So that's $175 that you're going to make, okay, on your first 10 people, and this is at the basic level, okay? Now, sales number 2, 4, and 6 are going to go to your sponsor, so I'm just going to put a little rectangle up here just to kind of notate. If you see a rectangle, it means that you've passed up a sale. Now, here's what's going to happen, though, and this is, I think this is probably the part that, if I'm able to communicate this effectively, you should lose a little bit of sleep tonight, because on the first person, the third person, the 5th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th, each of these people have paid you $25, and that's now $175 per month, okay? So that represents about $2,000 a year raise that you got, which most people don't get a $2,000 a year raise on their job, so that's pretty significant for a fairly small amount of work. But here's what's going to happen. Let's zoom in here on, say, this sale number 3, okay? Well, when sale number 3 comes out, I'm going to draw a line here, and let's do it this way. Sale number 3 is going to come out and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, okay? This is sale number 3. Well, you remember I said the rectangles go to your sponsor? Let's say the stars go to you. Watch what happens. Sale number 3 here is going to do the same thing, right? Except they're going to pass you the 2nd, the 4th, and the 6th. These 3 sales are going to actually roll up to you. So you've made $175 on your efforts, but as sale number 3 here comes out, they're going to keep $175 on their efforts, but you're going to pick up $75 a month just out of these first 10 enrollees. So those actually roll to you, okay? Those actually roll to you. Now here's the beautiful thing. Same thing with sale number 5 here. Sale number 5 goes out and does the same thing, 10 sales. You're going to keep sale number 2, sale number 4, and sale number 6 as well, which is another $175 that rolls to you. Does everybody see how that works? Okay, now you look at this, and by the way, it's the same thing for sale number 1, sale number 7, 8, 9, and 10. You're going to get the 2nd, 4th, 6th, and every 5th of each one of these people's organizations. But here's what happens, and this is the part that blows my mind. I'm going to take sale number 5's stuff off here real quick to keep the board simple. All right, you see these 3 people right here? This is sale number 2, 4, and 6, sales that were made by number 3. So just to refresh, you brought in all 10 of these people, and you kept 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And just for an example, this person 3, they go out and do the same thing. Well, you got 2, 4, and 6. But check it out. 2, 4, and 6 each owe you their 2, 4, 6, and so on. You see that? And each of this second person here owes you their 2nd, 4th, 6th, and so on. This person here owes you their 2nd, 4th, 6th, and so on. So every time you receive a pass-up, here's an analogy that works for me. Picture that every time you throw 10 fishing lines in the ocean, you know that 7 of those lines, out of the first 10, 7 of those lines belong to you, 3 go to your sponsor, right? But every time when you catch one, and that person decides to throw 10 lines in the water, that's 3 more lines for you. So every single time you make a sale, that person owes you their 2nd, 4th, and 6th, and let's call them Curly, Larry, and Moe. Well, when they go bring in Curly, Larry, and Moe, Curly, Larry, and Moe each owe you their first 2 sales, and their first 4th sale, and their 6th sale. And so, in other words, it kind of gets mind-boggling because it starts kind of moving toward infinity. There's no limit to how far down this thing will pay. And because we're not splitting up the commissions like what you would see in a traditional MLM program, somebody says, well, how deep can it go? Because it can't go forever. Yes, it can. Because we're not splitting up commissions. Okay, don't think like an MLMer. Think in terms of this sale right down here, this guy number 6, when he goes out and brings in 10 people, and he passes you his 2nd, his 4th, and 6th, that $25 rolls all the way up to you. Okay? Now, here's what I want to show you, and I'm going to stop because I don't want to boggle anybody's mind. You see this? It works the same way at the $100 level, monthly. So let's go back real quickly. Let me get rid of this 175 that was sitting here. Your first 10 customers at the inner circle level are going to put $700 in your pocket. Puts $300 in your sponsor's pocket. But now that you've got 10 people in your inner circle who are out building the business, they're going to each pass you their 2nd, 4th, and 6th sales, and then every 5th one thereafter. So this sale number 3, your inner circle person, goes out, starts building a business. Out of their first 10 inner circle sales, they're going to pass $300 to you per month. That's $3,600 a month you're going to make just off this guy's first 6 people. Guess what? Works the same way at the Costa Rica. You go bring in, they go bring in 10 people. They're going to pass their 2nd, 4th, and 6th to you.